Yeah, I like the dog pile more than anything else. If you get that many. No, I would have to make a character. Like, I'm just looking at the things, the order of things I have to do in the game. Like, I've got to make a character that a person can control. That's why I'm sort of wanting to talk about it from that point of view, so that we don't... Is it one of the things that generally happens when you have open discussion about game dev is that people end up talking about usually a lot of great ideas that are just not ready to use yet. So I was just sort of talking through the process of the first thing I can do is either, well, I can start creating props, but I don't need to create a chair and a table and, you know, that's just a lot of it's artwork. They're just general identifiers. So, it won't be side-scrolling. It's very likely to be isometric.
Ah, the power.
And then it comes down to, like, yeah, so the first thing is usually the playable character or, in this case, a zombie. Usually seesaw back and forth between two things like that so that you can get a bit of interaction and some idea of how it's playing out.
My skills grow legendary.
The good thing about group projects is you don't need to have any experience. Ideas are usually just where it's at. But it's not very, they work very hard for very little reward. That's usually not the case. We hear the worst case scenarios from industry, which are definitely unfortunate. But I think it gets the majority of industry workers get paid a wage to do wage work. It's not about the reward for someone who's a staffer. It's kind of like when changes get made to a game and you're like, why'd that change get made? It's because enough people complained, while even though the majority of people were really happy with it and not quite happy with the change. People don't realize that they need to, depending on the you know, whoever's in charge, you shouldn't have to yell loudly on the internet that you're happy with the current state of things. There was a game we were looking at recently where something had been changed. We're like, why was this changed? Like, because people complained.
Ah, the power.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's fine. It might have been better.
A captain approaches. Victory!
Good. Okay. Now. Have you got the new Paragon out yet, Pop? It's pretty insane. Close. Might have to sell a farm. Your balloons have been laying low since you got the PS5. That was worth it. You started listening to gaming podcasts. What type of gaming podcast? Like about games coming out or games getting made? Games getting made. Pop wants to make games. I think the zombie behavior I can make a bunch of different ways, and it probably won't change too much about the play. Is that about playing games? I think I want a mortar. No, I think I want a big sub. The guys talking about games, about playing, and all things gaming. Yeah.
A captain approaches.
Yeah, I think player advancement's more. Had a cool episode about Metroid. Metroid, the new one, Metroid Dread. So here's a question. Or an opinion based. Play a character. Sneaking at like, I think 3 movement paces. Sneaky, walking, and running. any more gets too complex, right?
An enemy
Sneaky
fled
stealth,
from
like
battle.
crouch walk, then walking, then running. Yeah, I like that. I don't like having speed multipliers on with crouch and upright. Or do I? I think if I was going to have modifiers on crouch or upright, it'd just be regular and fast.
Ah, the power.
Yeah, real time.
An enemy fled from battle.
Thanks, Valkyrie. You're a good one, dude. I like the idea of looting kind of like this War of Mine style. You click on the thing you want to search through, and then it brings up a loot window. You know, whether it's like a 4x4 or a 5x5 in just an inventory box. And then you take what you want. You either take all, or you take what you want, or you put stuff in, you know, back in there and use it as a storage. The other option is that you don't have a search time. You just show the your inventory window and the, let's go with drawers, inventory opens up. But you need to have like dummy items in there so the player has to search. Otherwise, it just becomes take all every time.
Getting stronger.
Probably have something similar to that for destroying objects as well. Mortar? Mortar. I was thinking about noise traps, yeah. To try and get the zombies somewhere else.
The mighty wall.
Or the zombies, yeah, lets you know. you're doing anything valuable right now. Kind of. Sniper got buffed? What'd they do with it?
This one looks like a troll.
Hey Severo, what happened with Prey? I blew up the station and then didn't kill everyone in the post-credits thing.
The mighty fall. Ah, the power.
And I'll always give max amount of money to the side. Okay. Kind of a buff, I guess. Still stuck on the... I was wondering, I think for the roguish side of it, I think there needs to be a time frame. Like, since it's a real-time game, there needs to be a physical time frame. Or in-game time, I guess, either way.
In our victory. Ah, the power.
Mid-druid is good too. 4-leaf vines off the ground after popping balloon. Oh, interesting. I've always liked the mid-druid. Yeah, in terms of character getting stronger over time to win the run. Obviously, kill it. Like, there's a few options. You can do it as go kill zombies and get experience and level up. I think there's other. I feel like that's something you just have to do. Hoping that once I get like the basic stuff implemented and then a bit more of the stuff that I know I want in, maybe something will come to me about what to go from there. My concerns are that I get the first few things implemented and then go, okay, now what? And I'm at this position like where I go. Because one of the worst things you can do is just go, okay, well I'll keep developing art assets or the basics, the skeletons of art assets, and maybe stuff will come to you, because it doesn't. And then 8 years later you go, you know what, let's just make it a sandbox. 70,000. Never gonna happen. Oh yeah, village could have been one.